On July 25th, 2024, which means a few days ago, Alberta announced its latest numbers of its processing times and inventory. So, something very interesting came up, so I just thought of sharing with you guys. So, first of all, let's look at the first table of the declaration where it says that till now 6,187 nominations have been issued out of the total 9750, which means AIP now has room for 3563. Basically, the difference of these two numbers. AIP has room for 3563 nominations for the remainder of 5 months of the year. We are almost in the month of August now. Now, let's compare these numbers very quickly with the numbers as of the last update. So here are the numbers of the last update and the current update side by side. So you would see that as per the last update, AIP had issued 5,738 nominations, and which has increased to 6,187, which means a net increase of 449 nominations in this particular window. Now, what does that mean, and what does the distribution of those 449 looks like? Out of those 449, the maximum went to AOS. Almost 289 nominations went to AOS, followed by the tourism and hospitality stream, which received additional 64 nominations this time. Coming in third is the Alberta Tech Pathway, which got 59 nominations in this particular round, and then is the Rural Renewal Scheme, which got 25. Dedicated Healthcare Pathway got 8 nominations to be exact. So that's the basic breakdown of those 449. So if I see from the point of view of express entry and non-express entry got 71 nominations, and the rest of the nominations went to the non-express entry stream, which means still Alberta is giving a lot of emphasis on the non-express entry stream for this particular year. Now let's look at the set of numbers presented under table number 2. Table number 2 is basically the volume and the processing dates of various applications under various streams. Here you would see AOS is still the most backed up stream with the date going into December 7, 2023. It still has 3,300 applications which are outstanding, which again shows the amount of its popularity. Next in the popularity chart would be the rural renewal stream, which has 1995 applications pending, which is again showing up in its processing time. Its processing time is still late January or earlier this year. So what these two basically streams are showing us is that Alberta will take significant amount of time to process these applications in the coming months. Like for example, if somebody had applied in the July window for AOS, they are still not picking up that application till quite some time. AIP is still at December 7th, 2023 as far as AOS is concerned. I would say a 6 months plus wait time for AOS and rural renewal stream. Alberta express entry stream, although they have not given a breakup by each of the substream, it has 936 applications, but it's doing reasonably well. Dedicated healthcare pathway is almost in July. It's like end of June 2024. And tourism and hospitality stream is perhaps the stream that's doing the best. It's less than a month of wait time, and it has only 119 applications remaining. But again, tourism and hospitality stream is the latest stream that was introduced by Alberta. Next, I was kind of trying to juxtapose this number of the applications in queue with the number of notifications room. So Alberta has room for, as I said earlier, 3,563 certificates, but it already has 6363 applications in queue. But this number will change because if you see in the third table, Alberta is accepting multiple applications from 13th of August till 10th of December under different streams. So this number, whatever we see in table number 2, will change significantly, and each of the applicants would have greater competition as far as the numbers are concerned. So let's see what I mean. Alberta Opportunity Stream has 3,300 applications which are in queue. Plus, between 13th August and 10th of December this year, Alberta will accept another 2,178 applications. This is the breakdown of those 2,178 applications. Similarly, Rural Renewal Stream has 1,990 695 applications which are pending, plus Alberta will accept 720 more applications in the remainder of the year. Let's look at the tourism and hospitality, 119 which are in progress, and it will accept another 676 applications for in the remaining year. Now this throws up a very important data point in my opinion, is the success ratio. So what do I mean by success ratio? 3300 applications in queue, 2178 applications coming up in this particular year. So that's a total of 5478 applications which AIP will accept. Out of this, AIP as far as AOS is concerned has room for only 2067. If you see here, out of 5393 allocations, 3326 has already been issued. So it has room for another 2067 applications, which makes the success ratio at 37%. 2067 divided by the 5478 application number that I was talking about, which makes a success ratio of 37%. Next, rural renewal stream has a room of 655. Out of 1900, 1245 has already been issued. It has another room for 655 applications. AIP already has 1995 in queue, plus it will accept 720 in the coming months, which means 2715 applications will compete for 655 nominations, bringing the success ratio to 24%. So only 24% will succeed in this particular stream in this year. The general disclaimer is that these numbers can change, obviously. If these numbers change, these percentages might change, but I was just trying to see what's the percentage here. Similarly, tourism and hospitality, 291 certificates has already been issued out of 660, meaning there is a room for 369 for the remainder of the year. This is the only stream where I saw that the number of applications in queue already is lower than the available room for AIP. So 119 is already in queue. They have a room available for 369, as I said earlier. Now if you see here, tourism and hospitality will accept another 676 applications for the remainder of the year, which means 795 applicants will compete for 369 nomination certificates, making this the best success ratio of all the streams at 46%. So for example, a totally hypothetical scenario, if I was an applicant who was equally eligible for, say, tourism and hospitality, rural renewal, Alberta opportunity stream, if it was possible, say for example, I have worked in Alberta for over a year in a rural community where that rural community is designated and the EDO is willing to endorse my job offer, and that job offer is from an eligible tourism and hospitality employer. Just a hypothetical scenario where I qualify for all these three streams. In that case, tourism and hospitality stream would be my best bet, I would say, because it has the potential of most success. So 46% of the applicants would get through the tourism and hospitality stream as far as the numbers are concerned. Now obviously I understand not everybody will be in that position where they will qualify equally for three streams, but again, from an argument perspective, so if you ask me that which stream should I select, I would say look at tourism and hospitality stream first, whether you qualify or not. If you don't, then AOS is your best bet, and then followed by the rural renewal stream if you qualify for it. And before I go, I just want to look at the last table here of the express entry draws. So apparently there was the last draw that happened was on July 15th for the dedicated healthcare pathway, and I think this number has not yet changed. Alberta has still in 2024 has done mostly dedicated healthcare pathway. I see that a couple of priority sector draws was done in earlier this year, but most of the draws have been dedicated healthcare pathway. And if you look into one of my earlier videos also I have created on dedicated healthcare pathway, that this is a pathway which is expected to do very well this year, and that's the trend that I am currently seeing. So we will still wait if there are any further draws for, say, family connection or priority sector. They don't have much room available, but let's see what happens. If anybody of you are waiting for these particular draws, I wish you all the best. So this was the discussion that I wanted to do in this particular video. I understand this was a very number dense and nerdy kind of a video, but let me know if you like this kind of analysis. I like to go into numbers, and numbers speak a lot in my opinion. So let me know how did this go. Do you want this kind of content or any other kind of content that you want, and I'll be happy to make that content for you. And let me know what you want to see from me in the coming days and weeks and months, and I'll be more than happy to make videos on that topic. And till then, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.